So every day you was down in the basement with the karaoke machines, huh?
Always. That shit was like everyday routine. Come home from school, pop that tape in, press record, and just tear it up. Keep the headphones on. I wouldn't even hear the door knocking because I was being so loud. But I just loved what I was doing. Sometimes I'd be like, what the fuck did I just say? Because I was just freestyling all day long. You know what I'm saying? And it just came to the point where, you know, everybody's like, yo, you can't just freestyle your life.
So at what point did you decide that you felt that you could take this to a professional level?
One day that freestyle got in the hands of somebody, and that somebody wanted to take it to the next level as far as recording something. But I had to start right. But they saw the potential in the flow.
So when was the first time that you started rhyming?
Man, this shit goes elementary school, like 5th grade maybe. It was like, you know what I'm saying? And my biggest influences back then were Wu-Tang, you know, Duck Down, that whole movement, you know, Redman, Dr. Effects, all them cats.
Do you remember the first rhyme you tried to recite?
Nah, because it was all off the head, man. Honestly, I used to say some shit where I'd be like, damn, I wish I remembered that. You know what I'm saying? But it's what happens when you're off the head.
What were some of the lyrics you used to recite from some of your artists that you liked, that you was following? What were some of the lyrics you were trying to bang out when you was in the mirror? Who you used to act like when you was in the mirror?
Oh, my favorite rapper back in the day was Meth. Method Man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Meth had that. I mean, Dan, that was Biggie's favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Biggie was the king, so Meth was that dude. You know what I mean? He just had this coolness about him. He put in a dope form.
So last year you decided to enter this little thing called a break contest. What was that experience like? What was your thought process when you first was going to hit the big stage for the first time?
A lot of people thought I was going to throw up, but I honestly hit that stage and I was like, it's my job, you know what I'm saying? If I want to do this, this is my job, so I just got to man up, you know what I mean? But I really didn't need a conscience or anything. I just went out there, you know what I'm saying? Because I think I'm just so, you know, for this that I don't look at stuff like that, like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So I think mentally, like, it wasn't really nothing to really think about, you know? It was just go.
So during the whole process of the break contest, what were some of the things that you learned? What did you learn?
Oh, I learned a lot. And this is where a lot of artists mess up these days, and I'm glad that I did this contest because it showed me more to be a real artist and not just somebody that talks about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people these days, they want to just, I guess they want to like sound good to other people to make it seem like they're doing something in life, but you know, this is an industry, and at the end of the day, it's all business. You know what I mean? Talent is great, but when you can't showcase that talent to a lot of people and drive them to come in to see you, then at the end of the day, it's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? But for yourself. And that's where you got to make the choices. And that contest right there is where you make that choice. Do you want to be an artist that has talent, that wants to showcase it to the world? Or do you just want to be that guy that just raps for his friends every now and then? Because that's a business. You know, you have people coming in to see you perform, and that's one of the biggest things. You know, these days there's not a lot of venues where you can just walk in and book yourself and say, hey, I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? They want you to say, hey, I'm a rapper, but also how many tickets can you sell? And that's always the question before you could even say anything. You know, what's your revenue like? You know what I'm saying? How many tickets are you selling?
So if you had to pick one aspect of the break contest itself, what would you say was the biggest lesson that you took away from it?
The biggest lesson, honestly, is the professionality of it. The fact that, you know, like I said, man, pretty much separates the men from the mice. You know what I mean? You step up a lot. If you go through all the steps and you do what they say as a requirement, and you meet all those requirements, then that means you want to be more than just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a full-blown artist, and you're ready for the next level. You know, so if you're ready to sell tickets and go through the challenges of those rounds, because I mean they're not easy challenges. You know what I'm saying? Some people are challenged to meet those challenges. You know, and that's where you also find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I learned, you know, that to be in this, you have to be business-minded. Also, you need fans, and it shows that you need people to relate and buy into who you are as a person. Also, adapt to your music.
Okay. So if you had to lead the people with one last thing that sums you up and what they can expect from your music coming up, what would it be?
Be true to yourself and always feel comfortable in your own skin. As long as you can do that, you can go anywhere and do anything. You know? So, honestly, and this for artists that want to be in hip-hop or in any genre, for that matter. Be who you are at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be an asshole, be an asshole. If you want to be a gangster and that's what you really are, then be a gangster because that's what you really are. You know, if you want to be just a positive person that wants to share a worldwide message and wants people to just relate and feel okay to adapt to what they go through every day, then be that person. Just be yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, young kids gotta love who you are to buy your music, as well as the rest of the world. But also, we want to share a message with the young kids that can influence them the right way. A lot of people don't have somebody to tell them what they need to do in life. And not to say they need to do it, but maybe a little guidance, you know what I'm saying? From somebody that they respect. So, you know. But, I mean, music is powerful, so watch how you use it.